What up, dummies? Welcome back to my channel. If you're brand new and you haven't joined the family yet and you haven't been deemed a dummy, please click that subscribe button and then you're part of the family. That's all you gotta do. Make sure you write your name there in the comments below. Tell me who you are. I communicate with everyone because I don't have a large platform yet. So get in early before I blow up. All right, we're gonna react to I just realized my camera keeps focusing on Bob Marley behind me still. Let's click on this. Come on, man. I'm not shooting this over. It is what it is. Anyways, we're going to react to a social proof. If you don't know what social proof is, it is a podcast within a culture. And he's interviewing Aristotle Investments. I do know who that is. It's an hour and 15 minutes long. We're not going to do the whole full hour and 15 minutes. I promise we're not going to do that. But we're going to react to it just a little bit and see what it's all about. I see they talk about several things. Do they have? They do have a timestamp there, so we'll go over two sections. We're going to do the intro. I want to see what he has to say. I want to see what the top stock predictions. And you know what? Let's do three. We're going to do the intro, trading income, and then we're going to go for the, what did I say? Oh, top stock predictions. All right. So full disclosure, I actually like the guy who runs Social Proof, but they have a ton of sketchy ass people on the show that they do not vet because they all run in the same circle. There's a lot of scammers within that circle. There's a lot of people I would take their advice with a grain of salt. I would not believe everything that these people say. I'm just saying that. Again, call me what you want to call me. Coon, hater, whatever. Uncle Tom. Look, I've been through this already. I've trusted all these people. It's a hustle for a lot of them, just so you know. All right. So, without further ado, let's transition over. Make sure we do my nice little fade transition. Let's go.
You want to buy when there's a market crash because everyone is scared. That's when you need to buy. See, people have it opposite. They want to buy when everyone is talking about it. You want to buy when everyone is scared and saying, I want to pull out, I'm afraid. That's when you buy.
Look, are you a coach, a consultant, a service provider, or a course creator? Listen.
All right, I'm going to let him talk right now. I'm muting the sound. You see what he just said, Aristotle Investments? That's basic ass shit that you will hear from any book. When everyone is fearful, you should be greedy. When everyone's greedy, you should be fearful. But these are also the same people that have been telling you buy a dip for the past year. And how has that worked out for you? There needs to be context put into these statements, right? Buying a dip, this is basically what I like to describe it. Buying a dip is when you're in a bullish market. Market's going up and it has a dip. So buy. Going up, buy. Going up, buy. This is not buying a dip. This is buying a falling knife. This is you throwing money down the drain right now because you could actually get the price a lot cheaper. You just have to wait. I'd rather for the market go down and then pivot and then start buying on the way up versus buying on the way down. Eventually, yes, you will cross paths, but there's going to be some companies that will not. And you're better off trying to find a deal. Obviously you can't time the market, but, you know, it's better getting it discounted significantly versus just, oh, it's 5% off, buy a dip. It's 10% off, buy a dip. It's 50% off, buy a dip. It's 60% off, buy a dip.
Oh, why you pick Aristotle to run with?
Because it just sounded like I could brand it
It's a lit name.
Yeah, I can brand it real well because, Aristotle is the Greek philosopher. And you want to buy.
Okay. So like I said, I'm gonna fast forward here. I will say this: look, I really like the social proof guy. I think he does a great job interviewing. He genuinely seems like he's interested and he's like learning. But sometimes he doesn't ask questions when he should be asking questions. Like I saw that one podcast. I think JT the Podcast Watcher exposed it, where the guy was talking about he's in the business of in the business of selling you with this dream that you don't have to pay your mortgage anymore. It was really really ridiculous, and they put that on YouTube. I'm surprised they did that. It was crazy. But yeah, no, I actually like that guy a lot. His interviewing style is great. I don't know what his name is. It's David. Yeah, David. That was his name. I've been following him for years when he had barely any followers. But I tell you this though, that guy definitely hustles. He grinds and grinds to get where he's at. All right, let's go to the trading for income. That's at the 3 minute. Yep, 3 minute and 27-second mark. Let's switch back over. Let's listen.
In trading.
I mean, I could tell you how much I average. I don't really want to say I don't want people pocket watching.
Nah, first off, they're pocket watching already, right? But I'm talking about like, in the way I frame this, right? Because I know that people are going to watch my interviews in the very beginning.
Right.
And there's a bunch of people out here that claim to be good at teaching something.
Right.
But they don't really have the receipts from the success of what they've done.
Right.
So that's why I just try to get that part.
Good question, man. Good question, David. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Let's see the response. It's probably gonna bullshit through it, but yes. He must have gotten pushback on this at one point or another.
Out the way,
right?
So they know why they're gonna watch you for the next hour.
Oh yeah. So definitely, like as far as trading within the last 2 years, I've definitely made well over 6 figures, and then I'm getting close to that million mark as far as trading. Now, investing, definitely. I made a lot during investing.
Gotcha.
So basically what he's saying is this. Let me zoom in so we can have that conversation. Basically what Aristotle is saying is that he makes 6 figures trading because he sells a course and he gets a lot of money. Therefore, he can take higher risk. And even if he has terrible trades, it doesn't matter because he has got that residual income from members within the group that will pay him probably close to 6 figures a month total from all the members that they have. And that way he can put a lot more money on the table and take some higher risk trades and then potentially make 6 figures off of trades after a couple months. It works out well. Yep. As for investments, same thing. I mean, when you're making 6 figures, you could probably put, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in investments and you get close to, $1 million. Works out perfectly fine. The real question what David should ask in the future is this. Ready for it? So David, if you happen to watch this, take this advice. Do you make more money trading or do you make more money teaching? You're welcome. I'll give you that one for free. Not going to charge.
You just got an extensive
Trading.
portfolio.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So I do investing long term, and then I do trading, short term as far as, catching the quick trends or whatnot.
Gotcha. That's really dope. All right, so how'd you get into it though?
So how I got into it was I was in the Army and basically I was cutting hair. So I was a barber prior to this. So I was averaging about $3,000 a month cutting hair. And then I decided to invest that $3,000. So I was living off my Army money, but I was investing full-blown haircut money. Like I went all in, just put it into the stock market. So I was investing, buying.
All right, here, I'm gonna pause it right here real quick. And I'm gonna transition over back to my face. So I'm gonna pull up the next part. So I think that's it. They're just talking about how he got into trading and stuff. I actually heard his background story before. You guys should watch this YouTuber. His name is Mike Winnett. He does this entrepreneur bingo, and it's funny because all these so-called rich traders or investors or whatever that sell courses and stuff, they always have a story that goes with it. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. I think Aristotle's story is probably real. How he got into investing and stuff. I don't think his story is real and probably how he made his wealth, but the backstory is probably real. But the funny thing is on the Mike Winnett YouTube channel, what all of these entrepreneurs and gurus and successful traders have in common. They have this intriguing backstory. And it's funny because I start watching his channel. I'm going through all his episodes, and it's like every single one of these people have this interesting, mind-blowing story. And then I start applying it to like all these folks that I was surrounded by, like Wall Street Trapper, who has this really interesting story about this white guy that was locked up with him and taught him how to trade and invest and dividends and stuff. But the funny thing is, where's this white guy? He never ever came forward. And I would think that if this guy is responsible for this guy's success, because again, he was on Ellen DeGeneres and stuff, you would think the guy would have come forward one day, be like, yeah, I'm the guy who taught him or something. I don't know. That's just me. But yeah, no, they all have these really interesting backstories, which is always funny. Because now you don't know, like, I always question every backstory, like, is this true or not? Is this true or not? Because, people do have backstories and it could be true, but sometimes you got to just wonder, like, is this too good to be true? Because the backstories always sound good with their story, right? Like Aristotle's thing was like he was in the army and he didn't like it and he was cutting hair and took this money and he made money off of put money in the market and all this other stuff. It sounds cool, it sounds sexy, and you start thinking like, oh, yo, this guy's relatable. My story could be like his, right? I mean, shit, I believe it. I was like, yo, I'm in the military. I could be a trader. Let me get out. Yeah, so because of that, it's like I don't know. I'm real weary on everybody now, and it sucks because I could tell you this: I was such a trusting person in the beginning stages of my journey. I was so trusting, and it's funny because I get people who text me now. Sometimes they're like, "Yo, your videos from the past, man, you were right." It takes sometimes time for people to wake up. It's sad, but it's true. All right, we're going to go over to the 42-minute mark. Did we do the trading? Yeah, we did a trading for income and the intro real fast. Yep, so let's go over to the top stock prediction.
I can hit up some of my rich friends and we could talk about it. But like, I would say that has already happened. I predicted the Kroger pop. I predicted a lot of pops, honestly. But I would say Boeing is a stock that I believe everyone should invest in long term. Alteria Mo, they are stepping into the cannabis industry. So they are the creators of Marlboro, the cigarette company, right? So they used to be big on tobacco, but as you know, cigarette usage is declining.
Right, for sure.
So they are now invested in weed a lot. They're a very diversified company. That's the one I believe in long term. It is this company called IIPR. They but you might not know who they are. They're called Innovative.
Are they on?
IIPR is a REIT that specializes in renting out grow houses or renting out the land for the grow houses to, operate on. It is a pretty good company. I would try to buy below $100. It had a massive run during 2020. But it seems like he really likes weed stocks, maybe because he smokes weed. But I don't know about the other one, the Marlboro one. I haven't looked into that one. I would be very wary about investing in any strictly marijuana stocks except IIPR because it's more like a REIT. Reason being is because it's not regulated yet. And until it becomes regulated, it's going to be a roller coaster. Any sort of news from the possibility of any sort of legislation being passed to legalize marijuana, you'll see a pop in these stocks, and then it just completely crashes again. It pops and it crashes because a lot of these companies can't actually hold cash. So it's a speculative play. That's the best way to describe it. And what I also hate, I hate questions like this where it's like, what stocks do you predict will go up? I predict SoFi will go up. SoFi right now is kind of a shit stock, decent earnings, but I predict SoFi will go up. I predict Peloton will go up. It's all crap companies, but like what's the time frame? You need to add time frames to it. We'll go up next year or will not go up next year. By the way, I'm just joking about Peloton. Okay, I think they may actually just get acquired by somebody, but you need to ask a little bit stronger questions when it comes to predictions. Sometimes, in my opinion, like what's the time frame?
Who you trade with?
I trade with TD Ameritrade.
Okay, I got Robinhood and TD.
Yeah.
Why people don't like Robinhood?
People don't like Robinhood because of Robinhood was originally supposed.
Okay, I'm gonna guess what he's gonna say here, and I could be wrong, but I'm gonna guess, okay? Because I feel like this is gonna be this generic ass answer that was floating around, that they take advantage of the retail investor by charging higher prices compared to like TD Ameritrade or E-Trade. Come to find out, if you actually look at it, it's so small that it doesn't even matter. But people act like it's this massive thing that Robinhood's doing and taking advantage of their retail investor. I guarantee that's what he's going to say. Watch. I bet you that's what he's going to say. And if I'm wrong, I'm going to say sorry. But I feel like this is a generic ass answer that all these furus give. Let's see. I used to believe in that shit too, and I kind of compared them. I actually don't like Robinhood, by the way. So I do like TD Ameritrade. I think Robinhood is it's just a basic ass application. I think it's good for like kids and stuff or beginner traders. That's why everyone uses it, because it's just user friendly. But I think it lacks a lot of information that like TD Ameritrade and E-Trade can give you. So there's also a more complicated system. But let's see if that's what he's going to say. Let's see.
Supposed to be a share trading stock, but when the option part of it because basically they were letting people trade commission free. So if you buy shares in TD Ameritrade, all these others, you would have to pay I think 65 cents per transaction or something like that.
Okay.
So people were fed up with the fees because they were paying $1 to 65 to 50 cents every transaction. So Robinhood was giving it out free. So, of course, for new investors, that's attractive. Yeah. Not only were they giving out free, but they're giving out free stocks.
Right.
So
that's
how.
A couple free joints.
So think about that. Nobody was offering free anything. And then not only that, they had an all-in-app interface. So you can literally deposit money from the app. You can do everything from the app. So that is what makes Robinhood popular, regardless of the skeptical, the skeptics, right? So, but traders don't like it because it's slow, bad order execution, and they freeze often. Gotcha. But for the simplicity and for just, I guess, a good, visibly appealing interface, people like Robinhood.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So
all right. That's not at all what I think he was going to say. I'm just going to be straight. I don't give a fuck. I'm being transparent. So, I don't trust this guy. I don't know what it is. It's the mannerisms. It's I'm really good at reading people. And there's just something off, man. There's something off. I don't know what it is, but there's something off. Or maybe he's just high. I don't know. Or uncomfortable doing interviews. I don't know what it is, but there's something that's off there. I'm not 100% sure. But let's see if he's going to keep talking about some other stuff. And, we'll go over one more because I want to see what his stop loss in the market trading is. Like, there's something there that says stop loss in market trading. So I want to see what he says about that as well. See what his theory is on this. So let's go back.
This is what I got. I got Apple, Amazon, and URI. Actually, Trap gave me all of these. AAPL, AMZN, and then URI.
Why do you only have 3?
That's all he told me to get. No, I got some in here. Check it out. I got Robinhood too.
I like that. Dave was at least straightforward. It's like, because that's what he told me to get. Dave, it's time that you learn. Do some more research, bro. There's more out there that, trust me.
I got a couple joints in Robinhood. I got.
You up though?
Oh yeah,
so
yeah. Up
what you need to do?
This joint was ahead too. My man, Melvin Nunnery gave me this. Oh shoot.
Oh look, I'm up $8,000 today.
Dang. Oh, so you got Robinhood?
Yeah.
No, that's Robinhood. Oh yeah, you rock with it. Right,
so I'm up $8,000, and look
today.
Yes, and look at all that. So this is the part where
I'm
I
up
tell
$46.
So this is the part where I tell you I'm up well over a lot of money in the stock market. So all of these are gains. You see what I'm saying? So I'm up 10,000 on that one. I'm up 17 on that one, 14.
All right, what should I buy right now?
So he got in some really good price. He got us at the low.
I would say you
No,
definitely...
did you buy anything today?
No.
Did you buy anything yesterday?
No.
You buy something tomorrow?
No.
Okay.
I have to wait for the market to drop. But
so the market's too up right now.
Yes.
So what's the red ones mean?
When was this interview done? This interview was done September 2021.
Means
all right, you still up 10,000.
Yeah, today's return is not positive.
How can you see? Can you see like the total
look at that.
amount you're up?
I'm up 17 grand on Kroger, and I used to work for Kroger.
Dang.
And they pay me a dividend per quarter. So now I'm up 18 grand.
Yeah, I'll tell you this, like Kroger, a lot of people slept on Kroger. Like that was one of the stocks that was so down back in 2020, and had you bought, you would have been up quite a bit. So I give credit where credit's due. Like that was a good investment. It's funny thing is I talked to one of my friends who works on Wall Street, he's an analyst, and he's not the biggest fan of Kroger. He thinks it's more of it's not a good brand, and people are just doing this right now because of recession, and that's the reason why it's running up. But if the environment changes, that probably will take a massive hit. So I disagree. I like Kroger. I see it everywhere. Sometimes it's smarter just investing into what you see everywhere. Sometimes.
So we're 17. It's just bouncing from 18 to 17.
How do you know how much you're up total versus how much you put in?
Right.
Is there a way? No, I'm talking about like the total portfolio. Can you see that?
Kroger just hit its 52-week high. So this is when I got in Kroger at $31.
$31.
But it's at 46.
And you bought a bunch.
And I regret it so much. I saw it at like 30. It was $29 or $30, and I did not invest in it. I thought about it. I was like, man, Kroger is so cheap. And I didn't buy it. Man.
What, 1,200 shares?
Yeah, because I was confident in it, and now I'm up 18 grand.
What else you confident?
It's because you have people paying you a lot of money for subscription services. That's why you could put 12,000 or get, what did he say, 1,200 shares? Or 12,000 shares, whatever.
Confident in, bro. I need something.
I'm showing you live proof, so that way if people ask, is Aristotle this and that, you seeing it.
Yeah,
with your own 2 eyes.
Yeah, so tell me what you like.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's your investment, bro. Like, you took money and you put it in a market investment. Let's see the trading account. That's what people are probably asking. They don't care about your investments. Like, yeah, that's cool. You bought shares. People want to see your trading account. Let's see your overall performance the entire year. Let's see how you did. That's what people want to see because you're selling courses and teaching people how to trade. We want to see your trading performance. Investing is easy. Buy good companies and just hold them. You'll be fine. You buy them at a good time, you'll be up. If you bought Apple in 2020, you are still up. If you bought Microsoft in 2020, you are still up. If you bought Kroger in 2020, you are up. If you bought Hershey in 2020, you are up. Procter & Gamble, you are up. I mean, I could go down the list. You will be up. T-Mobile, you will be up. Target, you will be up. WWE, you will be up. When we go on, you will be up.
Like right now, that is a good... Don't y'all want to know like what I can buy right now? I'm in the market. Yeah, okay. Like what we doing?
I love David's attitude because that's literally how most people's attitudes are. Retail investor. I don't want to learn. You the expert. You just tell me. Tell me what do I need to buy? Just tell me. You're the expert. Tell me. And that's how I got stuck with Square, the new JP Morgan. Yeah, we need to stop. David, stop acting like that. Y'all, people, stop acting. Damn it. Stop acting like David, okay? Stop going to these people and ask them, what should I buy? Nah, you don't want to hear that. It's like, learn how to find your own. What you should ask is like, yo, what's the best way to analyze a stock? Like, what should I look for on the financials? Is there anything specific that I need to look out for on the financials? Like, the debt to earnings ratio or how much are growing year over year? Have their shares been diluted? Stuff like that, Like, that's the questions you should be asking. Not like, yo, what should I buy? Because that's how a lot of my subscribers, because a lot of you guys have been following me from way back, That's how we got stuck, because we didn't ask those questions. And we asked, instead of asking, what should I look for? We asked, what should I buy?
I would have to go research. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when people ask that question.
Oh, but right now you're saying we're too far up for you to buy anything.
Yes. So like, for instance, when you ask a stock trader what's next.
We made too up to buy anything. When was this shot? This says, oh, shit, sorry. September 20th, 2021. Yes, we were really all-time high at that time. So I will give, again, Aristotle, I will give him credit that the fact that he's like, I'm not buying anything, we're too high. I'm waiting for a pullback. Good on him, because it shows that at least he knows something. He knows something. I still think it's sketch. I could be wrong. Again, I could be completely wrong. But I used to like this dude when he first came in, because I was like, oh, you're an Army cat. I'm in the military. Army cat was relatable. I fell in love with the story. But then once I started finding out all this other stuff, all these other groups and stuff, I just comes across sketchy. And watching this interview, there's certain mannerisms and certain ways carrying himself that gives me indication. There's things that you learn in an intelligence career field on how to pick up lies, movements, certain things you do that can give away that you are potentially not telling the truth. The way you handle yourself, the way you sit, the way you answer your question, the tone in your voice. Those are key things that give a lot away sometimes. So, yeah. I'm not saying that's what he's doing. I'm just saying it's just there's something off. That's all I'm saying.
We would literally have to go and research and find it, if that makes sense. Because we're not thinking about it right now. I'm a trader, day trader too. So I long-term invest, but I don't look at that. So I'm up 8,000. If I wasn't, me and you didn't have a conversation about it, I wouldn't have known I was up 8,000. See what I'm saying? So
when do you ever cash out? Do you take profits?
Well, you gotta hold stocks for a generation. So what I learned is
I gotta go back. Cut. I would love for you guys to comment below and let me know what you think on this. The answer is absolutely not. He asked him, do you ever take profit? No, we got to hold it for generation. That is fucking dumb. And I tell you why. There's nothing wrong with taking profit. How many of you did not take profit in 2020 and look where you are at now? Most of the stocks that you invested in are right back to where you bought them at. There is nothing wrong with taking profit or scaling out of positions, because you never know where a company will go. Apple went from $109 to $80 to $130 to $170 back to $130. And the whole mindset is that you just hold forever. No, even Warren Buffett sells off and takes profit. People take profit. You just need to determine when you're going to take profit. Then you can leave the cash on the sidelines or deploy it in other areas. No. Don't listen to that. That's generic ass I don't know shit advice. But again, comment below, let me know what you think. That's a lesson I learned. Honestly, doing as much research as I've been doing with the reading the books and stuff like that, everyone takes profit. Talking to people who worked on Wall Street, people take profit. They take profit. So you need to have that mindset. It's okay to take profit and then re-enter into the company later on once a pullback happens. Because everyone should have taken profit or late last year or beginning of this year, stayed on cash, and then rebought into their positions that they were interested in down the line. But we had this mindset that we just got to keep it and hold it and just accumulate dollar cost averaging. Some situations, yes, but take profit. Let me know what you guys think below. For real, let me know. I would love to have that conversation.
So I'm not going to sell these because
ever.
Let me tell you why. And this is what makes stock traders good after about the 5-year mark. People start to become good. It's because experience. I watched 5 years of stuff of not being able to get in stuff. Should have got in that. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. So, for instance, I remember when Tesla was $150. I remember when Square Cash, the creators of Cash App or whatnot, I remember when they were $46, and now they're like in the 300s and 400s, something like that.
Oh.
So, true story. I actually bought into Square when it was $20-some, 10 years ago or so. It ran up to $120. I sold my shares and I took profit. Take a look and see where Square is right now. There was nothing wrong with what I did.
Oh, did you buy it at the?
Yes, and then I sold like at the 100 mark. So what I start realizing is, I done, man, it's a lot of stuff. I can name so much stuff.
But had you held, you would be down.
Roku is a big one. I remember when Roku was $30.
Well, his was $40, so I don't think he ever got down to $40, but got real close, which means he left. If he held, he left 80 to 90% of his money on the table that he could have taken out.
$3.
How much is it now?
Like 400 or something.
Golly.
So after you go through a period of time of seeing stuff go up for a course of years and you're missing out on, you're gonna be like, okay, certain stuff I'm not gonna sell. Like for instance, Kroger. I knew that Kroger was going to boom. I looked at the data.
How did you know that though? Because Kroger's trash. If you go in the store, it's like...
Let me explain though. See, this is what you don't know about Kroger. Now we gotta get on.
See, David, it's just like, yo, Kroger's trash. That's what my Wall Street buddy said. Same thing as trash. But because we're in recession, that's the reason why it's running up.
Very ghetto.
Now we gotta get on this topic. So I used to work for Kroger in high school. I literally I'm up $18,000 because of something I remember when I was 17 years old, sitting in the office about to get hired for a job. But I didn't work for Kroger. I worked for their company, which is Dillon. So this is Kroger's game. Kroger likes to let towns keep their name. And then they'll own you, but they'll let you keep your name because they don't want to bring in a new face or whatnot. So you might go to a store.
I don't understand. Let towns keep their name. What do you mean?
So in Kansas, the store I worked in was called Dillon's, but they were owned by Kroger. And then they got other branches.
Hold on, what?
They were called, it's a grocery store.
Kroger is a grocery store.
Kroger is the whole brand.
Oh, so it was let's just say David's Groceries.
Yes, but they will let you keep your name.
Buy that joint.
Buy it, but let you keep your name and supply you the supplies or whatnot. So they'll turn you up, but let you keep your name.
I see what you're doing, Kroger.
So Kroger, everybody's sleeping on Kroger. They thinking Kroger is just a small little, but they literally own so many stores, but they letting them keep their name. So in Kansas, it's called Dillon's. In Texas, it's called this. In California, it's called that. And you see what I'm saying? That's what Kroger is doing. So that's why they got so much money. And that's why they're so profitable.
That's actually dope.
That is. But guess where I learned that? I learned that 8 years ago. I didn't learn that today. I learned that literally when I was getting hired, when I was 17 years old. And then I sat back and thought about it. I said, man, Kroger is behind, but they have a lot of money. And whenever a company is behind in technology but has money, see, I knew they had money, but the average person doesn't. Because they are actually the second.
Wrong. You could look at the financials. I want you to see my face. You could see the financials. This is why I get irritated. Because I used to fall for this stuff.
Largest grocery store giant behind, I think, Walmart. So they're
really?
Yeah.
Bigger than Publix?
Yes.
He said Publix.
Yes. But yeah.
There was that Publix? Yeah, bro. Yes, Kroger is bigger than Publix, bro. It's funny. I'm assuming David Social Proof must live in maybe Atlanta or something. I only know about Publix because I live here in Florida. When I was on the West Coast, there was no Publix. Texas, I don't remember seeing a Publix. So that must be like a lower East Coast thing or a Southeast thing because that it's just funny. He was like, bigger than Publix? His face is like, yes, man. Yes. Half the people don't even know what Publix is. That was funny.
Why the lights be so low in Kroger? It be so dark. It don't create a nice buying environment. You know what I mean? Like Publix is like real bright and it's green and fresh. Kroger is like it's like depressing a little.
I got another store you might not know about. Dollar General. Did you know Dollar General has more stores than McDonald's and Walmart? They have more stores than anybody else. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Because have you ever been to the country? Every country, there's more rural towns. They're more rural than there is city. So Walmart is in the cities. They're not in the rural. So
All right. I'm done. Generic ass information is giving to. Like, this is, man, yo, I'm telling you, I promise y'all, listen, get away from these people. Get away from these for the culture folks. Just separate yourself from them. Learn to read financials, learn to do a little bit of research, all that stuff. I hear the people in the back, they're like, oh, like this is brand new information. Again, I was just like, those folks are like, what? What? Yeah, that's basic knowledge, freely available, simple Google search. I wonder if I could do this right now. Watch, hold on. Yeah, let's go. You know, let's go do this together real quick. I usually don't do this in reaction videos, but this is great. I think we should do this. All right, let me move the screen over. All right. Top 10 states. All right, this is how many stores. How many stores does Dollar General have? So yeah, 1,011. All right. What about Walmart? $386. That's actually really low. Target. Damn, Target's got a lot of stores. Target has more stores than Walmart? That's insane. That's crazy. I did not know that either. Okay, that's interesting. So they're expanding. But you see that? Look, this is this thing called Google. It's just amazing what you can do here. It's Dollar Tree. Let's do Dollar Tree, because I think Dollar Tree and Dollar Store is the same, isn't it? Dollar General. I think they're all the same by the same company. No, it's not. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta look to see who owns Dollar General, who owns Dollar Tree. I thought it was by the same company, but I could be wrong. But yeah, see, Google search. That's all you gotta do. Google search. Then you make a video and you make it seem like you're super smart. And then you start charging people a lot of money to be in a group, or not even that much. Just charge under $50. People will sign up, and if you get enough people to follow you and you get a nice little traction, you can instantly be a millionaire. That's how you do it. That is the quickest way to become a millionaire. Fake it until you make it. Until next time, I'm Mark. See y'all later. Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna burn all the bridges. I can already see. I know people are gonna go crazy over this one. I definitely burn the bridge. Definitely burn another bridge. I like social proof, but I know it. They all run in the same circle. I'm burning bridges. Truth hurts.